What's up guys? It's your boy Dwayne back at it again with another video, another vlog, another tutorial. So for today's video guys, gagawa tayo ng surrogate using Logisim. So yung Logisim, isa siyang logic circuit simulator. So ano pang hinihintay natin? Let's get it! So let's start mga buddy. So based sa schematic diagram, we will put 4 surrogate. 1, 2. I'll put it here and here. So change natin yung inputs niya, number of inputs to 2. So ayan. So for our next step, maglalagay tayo ng 6 inputs. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So ayan yung 6 inputs natin. So maglalagay din tayo ng 6 na outputs. I choose LED for my output. Kasi para sa akin mas okay siya. So ayan. For our next step, itong first input natin is connected to first surrogate na input, and then second input din. So ayan, connected na sila. And then si surrogate is connected to our third output. So ayan. And then for our second output, connected siya ay second input ng ating first surrogate. And then si first output naman is connected to first input. So ayan, they're connected now. For our next step, this third output is connected to first output of our second surrogate. And then this fourth input is connected to our second input of our second surrogate. And then our second surrogate is connected to fourth output. So yan, they're connected now. So based sa schematic diagram para sa next step natin, this line is connected to our third surrogate sa first input, and then itong fifth input natin is connected to second input of our third surrogate. So ayan, 1, 2, 3. Kulang pala yung LED natin. So ayan, and then si third surrogate is connected to fifth output natin. So ayan, they're connected now. So same step, itong line na to is connected to first input of our last surrogate. So ayan. And then the last input is connected to last input of our last surrogate. So this is our fourth surrogate, and we will connect it to 6 output. So ayan. They're connected now. So mag-base tayo sa figure A. Truth table number 1. So this is our D1 and D2, and in 1, in 2, and in 3. So basis sa truth table natin, if both of our inputs are on low logic, tingnan natin kung anong lalabas. So yan, both of our input is on low logic. So our input 1, 2, and 3 is on low logic then. So let's change our input number 2 to high logic. So yan, our input number 2 and 3 has been changed to high logic. So our first logic is still on low logic. So yan. So change natin, balik natin ulit. Change natin tong D1 natin to high logic. So yan. nagbago yung mga outputs natin. So our in 1 is high logic and our in 3 or output number 3 is on high logic. So yung in 2 natin is nasa low logic na siya. So yan. So let's change our inputs to high logic. D1 and D2 to high logic. So yan, as you can see, our output 1 and output 2 is on high logic. So nasa high logic sila ngayon. And then yung output 3 natin, which is ito, is nasa low logic. So yan yung truth table number 1 natin. So let's move on to our second truth table. So kanina, sa first circuit tayo nag-base. Ngayon naman, ang titignan lang natin is number 2, 3, and 4 na SOR gate. So let's get it. So first, all of our inputs are on low logic so that our output will be low logic. So let's change our input number 6 to high logic and the rest are on low logic. So yan, our output number 6 is on high logic then. So let's back and let's change our input number 5 to high logic and the rest are on low logic. So ayan, our input number 5 is on high so that our output number 5 and 6 is on high logic. So let's back. So let's change our input number 5 and 6 to high logic and the rest are on low logic. So as you can see guys, the output number 5 is on high logic. So let's back again and then let's change our fourth input to high logic and the rest are on low logic. So as you can see guys, all of our output here in truth table number 2 is on high logic. Why? Because they are connected. Itong line na to, si fourth input, they are connected to each other. So kada first input is connected, kaya lahat sila ay nag-on. So yan. So for our next table is we will change truth table number 4, input number 4 and 6 to high logic and the rest are on low logic. So as you can see guys, our output number 4 and 5 is on high logic. So andyan yan sa truth table. And next is we will change our input number 4 and 5 to high logic. So ayan guys, as you can see, our fourth output is on high logic. So ayan guys, change naman natin tong input number 4, 5, and 6 natin to high. So as you can see, ayan yung output niya. Our output number 4 and 6 is on high logic. So back natin guys to 0 and let's change our third input to 1 and the rest are on 0 or low logic. So as you can see guys, our output number 4, 5, and 6 is on high output. Why? Because they are connected to our first input of our second SOR gate. Connected sila to each other. So yeah, let's back. So for our next, we will change our input number 3 and 5 to high logic and this is our output. Our fourth output is on high logic. So let's back guys. So for our next step is we will change the input number 3, 5, and 6 to high logic. So, yung fourth input natin is on low logic pa rin. So, yan. Yan yung output natin, guys. Our output number 4 and 6 is on high logic. So, back natin ulit, guys. So, let's change our input number 3 and 4. So, as you can see, guys, walang umilaw. So, lahat sila is on low output na logic. So, ayan, guys. So, let's change it again. We will change our input number 3, 4, and 6 to high logic. And this is our output. So, our output number 6 is on high logic. So, let's back. And let's change our input number 3, 4, and 5. And our input number 6 is on low logic. The S is on high. So, this is our output, guys. Our output number 5 and 6 is on high logic. So, for our last table, guys, we will change input number 3, 4, 5, and 6 to high logic. So, yan, as you can see, guys, our output number 5 is on high logic and the rest is on low logic. So, yan, guys, yung SOR gate.